After Bashar al-Assad's fall, U.S. diplomats have met Syria's new leaders led by the HTS in Damascus on Friday. Discussions focused on inclusivity and minority rights and finding missing Americans like journalist Austin Tice. HTS leader Ahmed al-Shara called for lifting sanctions while EU considered easing restrictions. Syria's uncertain future lies ahead. Syed Absarul Hassan has more details.
U.S. top diplomats held meeting with Syria's new rulers led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham STS in Damascus for the first time in person after the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime. Discussions focus on inclusivity, minority rights and locating missing Americans, including journalist Austin Tice. HTS leader Ahmed al-Shara has called for lifting Western sanctions, framing it as a vital for Syria's transition. However, HTS remains designated as a terrorist group by the US.
We must deal with the Syrian issue in line with current events. These current events require the lifting of all sanctions because these sanctions were placed on Syria due to the regime that was ruling Syria and had committed all these crimes. So it makes no sense to convict the torturer and the victim at the same time. These sanctions must be lifted, then we will be able to implement our programs for growth and reform in the country.
The European Union is considering easing sanctions on Syria following Assad's ousting, signaling a shift in policy.
We also discussed the issue of Syrians returning home. The situation on the ground remains very volatile. We're working very closely with the UNHCR. It is good that the UNHCR has access in the whole country of Syria. And one thing is very clear: with the support of the UNHCR, all returns must be voluntary, safe, and dignified.
The Pentagon revealed a higher U.S. troop presence in Syria, now exceeding 2,000 personnel, as part of operations against ISIS. These developments are described as rotationals and mission-driven.
Just very recently, I was made aware of the fact that, hey, maybe there's more forces than just a small number, or what would normally be considered, around the 900 range. So we asked to look into it. Got those numbers today, significantly higher than 900, which is, again, why we wanted to let you know. Now, those forces, what they've been doing is all focused on the Defeat ISIS mission.
Turkey has pledged support for Syria's new government, assisting with state building and constitutional reforms. President Erdogan emphasized combating groups threatening Syria's stability. The fall of Assad has opened a new chapter in the Syrian conflict. The future of the country remains uncertain, but the challenges ahead are clear. The new government, the international community, and the Syrian people will need to work together to build a peaceful and prosperous future for Syria. Syed Absarul Hassan for DD India.